We just got the most ReZero episode in a while. Just pure trauma and pure suffering for Subaru like we haven't seen in a long time at this point. I loved every second of it so much. I might even say that Subaru 2.0 has it even worse than the original Subaru. Season 1 Subaru at least had a goal to keep him going, that being to save Emilia. He had no reason to be suspicious, just gotta save her. This new Subaru really is alone this time around. Terrible Danger doesn't know anything about his powers nor his situation, and he can trust the people around him. I mean, everyone has high expectations of him and he doesn't even know who he is, where he is, or who the people around him are.
Enough. Drop this ridiculous charade, Barusu.
You can basically make a friend start ReZero from this episode and he'll likely understand as much as Subaru. And the worst part is that Subaru version 1.0 had to fight 3 NPCs and Elsa. Yeah, it was bad, but Subaru 2.0 has to deal with the cause of his memory loss, cough cough, being pushed down the stairs, the first Sword Saint, Satella coming out of nowhere, Ram's anger because only he had memories of Ram, and the trials and now the murder machine Shola because he stepped out of the tower. Compared to Arc 1 where it was like a tutorial village, this one is like some endgame area where every single encounter leads to death. Every door, every corner is filled with things that can one-shot him. It's like a level 1 player just stepped into an endgame dungeon and now he has no way of escaping. All this while Natsuki Subaru is asking Natsuki Subaru who he is. Turns out losing your memories in an endgame dungeon is a really bad time. I have to say though, having to watch Subaru relearn Return by Death again was not a pleasant nostalgic trip. Seeing him break every bone, his teeth falling out of his mouth, his arm flailing all over and childish cries really made me uncomfortable. I think what adds to this uncomfortable feeling is the fact that he has no idea just how much of a bad situation he's in, while we the audience are forced to watch it unfold knowing everything up to now and without being able to do anything about it. It's like knowing a friend will get beat and we just sit there and watch it happen. We know how much of a bad situation he is in and he knows absolutely nothing. The third return and him freaking out and inadvertently slapping Betty just made this whole situation so sad. Then, they just had to hit us with him remembering his parents, which last time took him around 2 seasons if I remember correctly, and a trial. Man, I just love that this arc is about examining who people are and what they mean to people in a world that's forgotten them or when they've forgotten the world and themselves. Poetic, right? To put into perspective, out of all the characters in the tower, Rem has no identity and is in sleep mode. No one remembers Julius. Anastasia isn't Anastasia and now Subaru is back to episode 1. It really puts into perspective how much Subaru had changed and evolved. He was basically just a kid who didn't know any better in the early days and now he's back to that in a situation that's even more confusing and brutal, surrounded by people he doesn't even know. I kinda love that he was so happy and enthusiastic to be summoned to another world with such a cheer squad until he just dies and dies and dies.
My name is Subaru Natsuki! It hurts so much!
And even he is questioning what the hell did old Subaru do. I mean, oh man, if only he knew the rabbit loop or the miasma loop from some episodes ago. That would really show new Subaru just how batshit crazy old him was and how determined he was to save the people around him. At that point, it's not even human. While we're on the topic, it was really nice to see the detail they put into faces this episode. You can tell that Emilia-chan hit Emilia hard and really made her have to recognize this wasn't her Subaru, even if she still sees him as the same person deep down. And also, Satella being there, seeing him suffer like that. It's rare for her to appear directly like this and interfere when he hadn't even told anyone about RBD or fulfilled any conditions for her to appear. But I guess it's telling that even she's reacting to the absolute emotional mess that he's in with no clear solution and wishing she could do more than caress his heart. Just imagine how much of a shit situation he's in if even Satella shows up to offer him some compassion. She never even did that before when he was going through much worse, except the witches party. It really made me appreciate her so much more and adds to her character a lot. Last time she told him to not sacrifice himself so easily and stop suffering, but now he doesn't even have that. Poor girl just wants him to live a good life. You know, forgetting all his trauma could be a blessing for Subaru, but not in this anime. Because he forgot, now he has to suffer tenfold to make up for it while his allies also suffer because of it. I mean, look at Julius, he was on the brink of a breakdown. 2 people are completely forgotten just because there is no Subaru. We went from happy yay I got summoned to end me now. I want out real quick this episode. I absolutely hated this episode, 10 out of 10, can't wait for next week. I need to see Shola hug everyone now that Subaru broke one of the rules she imposed because he just simply forgot. I have to say, this arc is my favorite by far and we are just near the halfway point. How are you feeling so far?